So this right here is my 2018 Ram 1500 Sport with the 5.7. I had just put in the other day my Super Chips Dashpaq Plus. I was having a bit of trouble with them and Super Chips themselves, and actually ended up running a bit of a problem with the updater and stuff. So now the Dashpaq Plus, I haven't been able to figure it out with Super Chips. It's the weekend, and it's running actually an Evolution STS or CTS 3, I believe, which is Edge chip, like the sister company. It's running that program on it, but it actually hooked up to my truck, even though they say that chip isn't supported on these trucks. But yeah, I have it hooked up and put a mod on it. I just put economy on for now. As you will see, I'll roll through it all. And I think it's working good. Like, everything seems to be working fine. It's plugged in everything, and I'll kind of go into depth on that kind of stuff if you guys want me to. Just let me know. But yeah, I'll kind of show you it and everything that's going on, and we will go from there. So the truck's running, as you can see. Throttle response and everything is good. It actually, as you do both at the same time, so everything's working, which is pretty cool. I think I just find it really funny. Like, it's a Super Chips product, obviously, but it's running. If some of you guys have the Super Chips, you'll actually notice that the home screen and everything's different. So like, if I even go into settings and everything, it'll actually say help info, device info, tool info, I believe. Yeah, so it's a serial number and everything. But this is where it's funny, because it says tool type and that it's an Edge, as you can see, Super Chips right there. But it actually, yeah, it loads up as an Edge and everything, which I find that to be funny as. But yeah, like all the vehicle info and everything. Yeah. But anyways, everything's working good. I just have it for the first little while. I'm just gonna have it, so I basically have economy on. I don't know if it's actually doing much at the moment. I gotta drive it around for quite a while yet. But yeah, you can see. So you basically have your economy, like your drive, which is regular driving. Jammer, that's if you have like a cold air intake, basically. That's like all it kind of is. It's like slightly. You can actually hit like info. But then like, yeah, like 91 octane fuel. I think I'm running 87 right now. But that's what, once you get past drive, like these performance and everything, they want you to have like performance. They want you to have 91 plus octane. Same with the extreme. And then you can modify like the stock tune, or else you just don't even have to. And like if I just go like skip this module on this one, and then you get your transmission tune. So like perfect transmission, so it's stock to mildly modified, which is pretty damn good. I've noticed it's a little different, but not much. But then you can modify, so then that'll actually like, you modify your changing parameters and like all that. Like that's, you can go in and actually switch when it wants to shift, like at what RPM, like your max and your low and everything. And you can do like the speed limit and everything on these trucks. I haven't, like the top speed. You can actually go in without like even having without having someone do a tune for you, and you can change the spark timing a little bit. You can change the actual injection, like how much fuel is coming in, which is pretty damn impressive for what it is. But yeah, then like restore vehicle, obviously quick adjust, you just have your traction control completely off, which as a lot of people know, Chryslers for some reason they have the traction control button off, but it doesn't turn it completely off. So like if I were to hit this right now, it says that it's off, but it's really not. You can't even hold it and get the next one to come up, but it still has like your ABS and everything is still on, which is a bit ridiculous. But this one actually, yeah, so like the switches, it actually turns it right off, like, and it works. I've tested that, but you gotta do the typical, as soon as you hit disable, then you have to turn it to just the run position, not the vehicle on, and then turn it to the off position and do all that jive as it's going on. But it works good. Tires, you can change that. Like it keeps telling me every single time on here that I have to, but I actually have it. So that's if you want to do that if you're doing a tune. And fresh, like if I go tune vehicle, that will come up if I actually hit the like as soon as I hit one of these, it'll say modify or just agree and basically put it on, like the tune. But if you hit modify, all that tire and everything will come up. I might do that, but I haven't quite got that far. I just hit the accept on it so far. But then actually they have in the settings, in the settings you have vehicle weight and tire size. So like I have tire size, I have the stock size, and then the modified, which I do have the 285/60 R20. And as far as I know, it has changed the speed, like on here, and it shows up on the gauges too. And it's actually converted it all to match this 285 because that's what's on the truck. But yeah, you can do like the vehicle weight and everything. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, then like diagnostics, you go in here, trouble codes. I mean, it's gathering. It won't say, yeah, no trouble codes. But yeah, I think it's actually the performance testing, all that. It works perfectly fine. I mean, if anyone has this problem that I had with it switching from the super chips like the Dashpaq Plus program to the, I think it's an Evolution CTS3 is what it is, and it works fine for me. 0 to 60 quarter mile, yeah, save tickets, you can go in, you can actually save it to your computer and everything once you get it. But yeah, it's all working good as far as I can tell. And all these, like my temperature coming in, like -12, like that's pretty accurate. Like it's -21 outside. This one says -24, I don't know why, but it'll be in between that. But yeah, like this is my intake air temperature, this is my transmission temp, fuel level, obviously, gear, that'll change actually as you like shift. Here, I'll put it in reverse, it's in reverse, neutral, drive, it'll actually tell you each gear individually as it shifts up or down, which is nice because they don't on there. Gives you a load gauge, your speed, engine coolant temperature is the one above there at 95, and then obviously your battery voltage and your engine RPMs. But yeah, if you want anything more, I'll go a little bit more in depth maybe in other videos, but we'll go from there. Yeah, guys, so I decided, nah, screw it, might as well show you the whole shebang. So I'm gonna put the truck to run for now, let everything load up. This thing should turn on fairly soon. I don't know why. I do have to start it. Wait. There we go. So when it's hooked up to the truck, it won't do the full like load out like that. But I'll kind of show you guys. I'm gonna go to just run now that it's on. So I'm going to the run. I'm going to go like this. I'm gonna hit my tune. Let's go tune. And I'm just gonna run it through. I'm gonna try tune vehicle. I'm actually gonna do this jammer. I know that I'm not running the proper fuel. Like I'm at 87, it says 91 is what they want, but I do have a cold air intake. That's what it's for. So let's give it a go. So I'm gonna go like that. It's gonna give me a little bit more oomph, I believe. And what I want to do for the trans, I actually want to try the modified stock. And this is what it's gonna do. So would you like to tune as is or customize? So this is what I was talking about. So I could just hit install as is and then done did, it'll come up. It's a regular transmission tune basically is what it's at. But I want to see if it's gonna affect and if I can do my tire size different. But you just go customize. Yeah, so then here, so tires. Well, I'm at a 280, 85, 60, 20. Save. it's asking me to do is it wants you to go to the off position with that, touch the screen, and back to the run. So back to run. So 2 taps. You don't start the vehicle. Let it kind of boot up. Wait till the beeping's done. Hit OK. So there you go. So tires have been adjusted. MDS, that's the 4-cylinder. Basically, it is an 8-cylinder, and when it goes to a certain, I forget what it goes off of. I think once you get up to a certain speed and there's not as much load, it goes to only 4 cylinders running at one time. So with this, I'm curious. I want to try this off. I seriously do. Some guys like it. I don't know. I'm maybe just going off of something. Now it's gonna be a think about it. Well, I guess let's just try back then. Okay, so save. Let me save. Huh. So it does this with some things. I do know that. I don't know if the truck, maybe the truck doesn't have it. I think it does, but I think that it's weird. Let's just, apparently we're going with that on. This, you can do the traction control as you're doing it, and then every time you turn the truck on, basically it should keep traction control off. I am going to keep that on. You can go in and turn that on and off whenever you kind of feel like it. I'm going to leave that on, like limiters. So this is what I'm talking about. So speed limiter. So 100, like it says that it's a -1. That just means that it's in regular position. So like the truck says it can go to 120 mile an hour. Kilometers, obviously big numbers. Mile an hour on the Canadian trucks is in the middle. So 120, that's kind of your top. It basically the truck right now, it's limiter is at 175, I believe, kilometers an hour. So you know what I'm gonna try? You just click on here, and I can do one. Oh, I gotta go like this. There you go. 120. Remember, this is always in miles per hour. You can do rev limiter, that's in drive and in neutral, but I'm not gonna screw around with that. I kind of like my RPMs being limited. This is a little different, so we'll just go save on that. For some reason, it's not letting me save any of these, so I don't know what the hell the problem is with that. I don't know. This is the part. Throttle booster. So yeah, like this is increased boost. The vehicle's throttle sensitivity settings. You can actually go minus on this or plus. So it'll make the throttle a little bit more touchy. And that's what that is doing. I'm not gonna do that. Fans? I actually do. I like this. So target fan on ECT cold degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the engine coolant temp. I do like this feature because I actually have planned, like I have bought the 6-liter Hemi replacement fan for this, for basically the electric fan. So I'm gonna do what I've seen other guys do and take my electric fan for the AC and also take off the fan off the front of the motor. I've seen a few guys do it. I'm just gonna go to the one fan, basically run off of the AC degrees. Like it, I don't know. It's gonna take a lot of playing around, but this will allow me to do that, right? Cause see, and then this is what I was talking about with fuel. You can actually change per, so this is the wide open, full throttle at this RPM range by a percentage. So that's basically what that's doing. You can do that. I don't know why you would. I don't trust any of that kind of stuff to myself. I kind of want to wait until I actually have a guy that knows what the frick is going on. It's the exact same thing for the Spark, and then you can actually go into your idle and drive RPM, and in park and neutral. That basically just changes it by 50 like each time. I'm not gonna do any of that. Once again, I want to see what the basic. So that's the AC on RPM. So that's adding or subtracting from where it originally is, and then when the AC is off, also that'll change. There's the thing about. What's the limiter? Oh, cool. Save. I don't know. No, it won't let me. Oh my god. Okay. So I could do a limit. Let's go, what, 110? Let's try that actually. Save? Maybe that's too high for it. I don't know. 100? No. Huh. Back. Yes. Why does it do this? Back. Okay. See, I don't know how to do this. For some reason, I don't know, it's not letting me do it. Okay. Yes. Skip. Oh, okay. Okay. Back. Oh, frick. Okay, I get it. So that's how that works. So if I do 120, there we go. Ah. So tires. Yeah, okay. Install. So So look at that. Okay, so I'm doing the tune selected. It's a jammer, modified stock tune. That's for the transmission. So this is what I have. So tire size difference, speed limiter. I did 120 miles per hour. Rev limiter in drive, -1 RPM. Why did that? Let's try this. See, that was originally in that position. So what happens if I just hit the plus and minus? Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. 2000. So there you go, 5,500. Or you can just keep going. But I kind of don't want to play around with that too much. I think 5,500 is pretty damn good. Yeah, definitely. So let's just save on that. Okay. Let's go install. See, look, that changed. Jammer CA1 tune, modified stock tune. I don't think I'm going to be able to, 5,500 RPM, I won't be able to do 120 mile an hour on this truck, not the way that it is. But you know what? I'm going to go accept and install. So what is it going to do? It's going to sit here and it's going to write the tune. Don't worry, it'll do stuff like this if you get one. Say clutch and service electronic brakes. It's going through everything. Like clutch, usually that says clutch, like rather than clutch it says brake plus start button. But when it's doing, every time it's done anything to change a tune or writing something, it always says clutch. That just means that it's doing its job. It'll have all these lights and everything, and your battery will start going and service everything. But that's the truck just running through. These two, if you have the park sensors, they will always turn on. It's just running through the whole truck and nothing to worry about. So it's gonna do it twice, basically. It's gonna do the original tune for the engine side of things, and then it's also gonna do your transmission tune directly after. So like this one's gonna get done. It's gonna tell me to turn it off now. I've been in run this entire time with the engine off. Big key thing to remember. And touch screen now that it's off. Like it's in the off here. So now it says turn it to run. So come here, turn it to run. Let it stop beeping and bopping. And then we're gonna hit the screen. Yeah, so then it's gonna do it again for the transmission. And then we're gonna hit the screen. You guys get the picture by now, right? Always hit run. Do not start the engine. made that mistake before in one of my older trucks with one of these things, and it doesn't like it very much. So now it's doing the transmission control module. So the PCM, that's power control module. TCM is transmission control module. So now it's writing that onto that other computer for the transmission. PCM is what you have to get unlocked when you do this. I sent it to Super Chips, the PCM mod swap. I live in Canada, so I couldn't do their swap program on the PCMs. I kind of like this better though, because it allowed me, I just bought a PCM from a scrapyard from the exact same model of truck and got them to write over that one and do the unlock on it, and then I actually kept my original PCM, so if I do want to take this all off and convert it back, I can. I have the original PCM. It's not modified, not anything, so the truck can be stock again electronically. And now it wants to do the off again. Off. And header. And then I want to hit the run. It's a little tedious doing all this stuff, but you know what? I like it. It really gives me a lot of info. I can do things that I want to do with it now. You can get a custom tune on this. I have a guy in Saskatoon. I haven't done anything with him yet, but you know, I really want to get to the point where I put a supercharger on this thing and give her some more gumption. 5.7, great engine, but for some towing application it just doesn't have enough. So vehicle has been successfully tuned. Press continue. So there you go. That's it, that's all. Now should be able to hit the run, actually start the engine up, and there you go. My gauges and everything. She's got a little bit more gumption. I can already tell it's got. Huh. Cool. So there you go, guys. There's a bunch of stuff that I've done to this truck already. I've got a B2 Fabrications straight pipe. It's still got the cat, so I just got the conversion. Really like these fog lights. Got them from Amazon. They look pretty sweet. I've got cold air intake. I got the SB cold air intake. I actually went and got the B2 Fabrication tips, all black tips. She sounds deadly. Oh yeah, these two. And a different third brake light. all good. So yeah, the S&B, love these things. I had one on my diesel 2007 5.9 Cummins. Great air intake. They're beautiful. They fit like a dream. Even these pipes, like, there's so much, like, yeah, they're just great. But yeah, once I get a few things, I'm gonna take this off the fan and everything, and take down an annoying belt hold one. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of her. I ended up I actually took these two and I made them so they're actually see-through. So they take a little bit of air in there, so they're legit. But yeah, there you go, guys. First video. I'll have a lot more hopefully coming on everything else that I do. If you want to see anything or want me to show off anything,